Hello, I'm Julie Kay, helping you find your way through grief and loss. Welcome to my channel, Julie Kettles, Kettles, like a teapot, like Kettles chips. Today, I'm going to be sharing a 4-minute approximate story about my daughter Heidi and what happened to her in 2020. So glad you're here, and I just want to know after we're done, please stay on. And I want to give an invitation to you. If you have not ever shared your story, or if you've kept it inside of you, if you relate to the story, please reach out to me. So here it goes. My husband Steve and I raised our 4 children in downtown Newport Richey, Florida, and our oldest and only daughter is Heidi. Here is a picture of her when she was younger that I just love. So I wanted to show that to you all. When Heidi was a young lady in 2013, she lost a dear boyfriend to alcoholism and liver failure, and he was only 27 years of age when he died. She soon after that went on to an unhealthy, codependent, and toxic relationship with a young man with whom she had 4 children with. In the summer of 2019, her 3 children in Tennessee, where they lived at the time, ended up in foster care. On top of that, when the baby was born, Heidi exposed him to cocaine through her breast milk. Therefore, the baby was taken out of her care. She went on to make more poor choices and ended up in jail. Her boyfriend, who always controlled the income they had, was also a guilty party. So he decided to turn himself into jail, knowing the income tax return money was coming in, and then he bailed himself out. But much to our surprise, he bailed out Heidi too. You see, they had realized for a little while that they were unhealthy for one another and had decided to part ways. But when they got out of jail, they decided to party for a few days, and on that 3rd day, March 1st, Heidi accidentally overdosed on the cocaine laced with fentanyl that her boyfriend had bought and given to her. She went without oxygen for over 10 minutes. She was flown to a Nashville hospital where they did everything they could to bring her back and keep her alive. On March 3rd, 2 days later, 2020, she was declared legally brain dead because there was no more blood flow to her brain, leaving behind her 4 children ages 6 and under. She too was 27 years old when she died. Both Heidi and her boyfriend knew the benefit of Narcan, but they didn't have it on them. We also know that her boyfriend was fully aware that there was cocaine and fentanyl in what he bought, but it seems that Heidi was unaware that there was fentanyl and only thought that there was cocaine. This is a very common and sad occurrence for fatal overdose victims who do not know that fentanyl is in what they are taking. Our nightmare does not just end with Heidi's death, nor with the fact that the whole world is being turned upside down with COVID-19 and the lockdown. It continues with her 2 girls and her 2 boys, whom we tried as hard as we could to get custody of, but were unable to, much to our dismay. Long story short, they ended up being adopted out by the last family that fostered them. And even though much good has come out of this story, we still have no guarantee of our grandchildren being in our lives. You see, our split-second decisions affect everyone around us more than we can ever imagine, especially that decision of taking drugs. And the possibility of such opioids as fentanyl being in that mix has been fatal for hundreds of thousands of people over the last several years, as our daughter Heidi. In just her story alone, 4 beautiful children's lives have been changed forever, never to see their mom again. This is a picture of my husband Steve and I with them, one of our last times we got to visit with them before they were adopted out. So I just wanted to show you that. Thank you for letting me share my story. What's your story? Do you have a story of losing someone that you know to overdose of drugs? Most people I talk to now know someone. Was this person very dear to you? Is your heart broken over this? I'm sure it probably is. But there's help and there's hope. And I just want to extend an invitation to you for you to reach out to me. If you've never shared your story, or you just know you need to because you're watching this video, maybe you've never gotten to share it with somebody who would just listen and have no judgment, no, none of that. To just being able to be heard. You need to be heard. You need to share your story. You have to get it out. You cannot keep it inside of you. It's very unhealthy for not only your heart, your mind, but your body. So please reach out to me. Put it in the comments, who you lost, when, whatever you want to share about the person. But please feel free to reach out to me and PM me at the same name, Julie, Kettles. I care. I know how much we need to get our stories out, and I know at one point I was going into a depression last year before I began to watch some TEDx videos about loss and realized that I needed to, even though nobody was asking me anymore about my situation, which is an ongoing situation, as you can imagine, with my grandkids. I realized that I need to talk about it, and that's part of why I'm sharing my story. And want to encourage you to too. So, and if you know anybody else who also has been through and is hurting, or has been through the loss of a loved one or friend and family member to an overdose, please share this video out. And we just need to come together. We need to support one another. We need to care about one another with no judgment, no stigma, and just really help each other. I am so happy and blessed because I'm helping others, but I'm also helping myself to have a grief support group here in Tampa Bay area at my church. So if you want to know about that, again, reach out to me. I'd be happy to share it. God bless you. Signing off, Julie K. Look forward to hearing from you, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.